They told us hardness meant strength, like the stone in a ring under perfect light. Polished edges, flawless shine, a promise that nothing could break it. But every cutter knows the truth, hidden deep in the crystal grain. There's always a quiet direction where pressure can split it in two. You can polish a surface for centuries, you can sharpen the story you sell, but the lines in the lattice remember every place it might fail. Heart isn't strong, not the way they say. A diamond can glitter forever, then fracture one careless day. Heart isn't strong, no matter the throw. The cracks write their history slowly inside every empire of stone. Inside every empire of stone. There's a mirror called power, held up by steel and command. Marching boots, tidy slogans, maps redrawn by a steady hand. They say the West is eternal, a fortress no storm could shake. But even the hardest structure carries the fault lines it makes. Look close at the polished surface, see the hairline seams below. Pressure doesn't need permission, it only needs somewhere to go. Heart isn't strong, not the way they claim. A tower can scrape the heavens, then fall from a whisper of stray. Heart isn't strong, history has shown. The cracks write their future slowly inside every empire of stone. Inside every empire of stone. There's a storm in the markets forming, credit drifting thin as air. 1,000 bright machines promising more than the world can bear. Supply lines stretch like wire across oceans we never see. Convenience built on silence and someone else's misery. We looked away politely. The shelves will tell the story when the engines slow their pace, and comfort learns the language of a thinner, stranger place. For centuries we sat above it, at the top of the table and plate, calling hunger a distant rumor, calling excess our fate. But the wheel turns without asking, and the world is learning to bend. Old empires grow brittle long before they finally end. Heart isn't strong, that's the quiet rule. A glittering crown of certainty can crack like delicate jewel. Heart isn't strong, the return to your days. Grow patient with slower rhythms, with quieter, steadier waves.